Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Natta with you as we kick off a huge four-day race week here in Hollandale Beach. We've got 9 of them for you today. The Rainbow Six goes in race number 4 with $550,000 in the estimated jackpot. But of course, the big news is Saturday on that 13-race bonanza of a card. It's a mandatory day. So if we get there, we're speculating anywhere between $4 and $5 million in that pool. Let's see how Thursday plays out. We'll turn it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for your course and weather conditions.
Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast. We're off the turf today. In race 1, it's a field of 10 on Tapeta track. There's an overweight for number 8, Wicked Legacy. The 8 is 2 pounds over in race 1. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start from between horses for Hub City, moving at the inside. Country Economics is on the go. Splitting horses Zoya's Faith is on to challenge as they race to the half-mile point. Out in the middle goes Star Performance with Barbaresco, baby. Then down at the inside is Down in the Bayou. Back from there, it's Azure Lady racing inside of Wicked Legacy. 2 back to Miss Cassidy, and the trailer is Harmony Abario. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. From the outside, Zoya's Faith. From the inside, Country Economics. Their heads apart. Good trip for Hub City. Asked to quicken by Vasquez and responding in kind. Only 2 lengths off the lead. On from 4th and angled for a run is Down in the Bayou. Sliding through inside Star Performance. They reach this top of the stretch. Here's Hub City to have a crack at Zoya's Faith. Up on the outside, Down in the Bayou. Looking for room between horses. Star Performance. Hub City rallies forward at the 8th pole with Down in the Bayou moving to her on the outside. They come past the 8th pole. Hub City the leader. Down in the Bayou with a final push on the outside. Here comes Down in the Bayou at the leader Hub City, who drifts Hub City just in front. Hub City wins. Hub City in a narrow decision there with Down in the Bayou right alongside. They were well clear of Star Performance, who's third in 104 and 3. And they're off. At the inside, it's For the Thrill, one of the first into stride. Way out in the middle, it's Awesomely Wild. Splitting horses, Long Shot Hard Spice is on the go. Spanish Girl looking for some forward position with Holy Kingdom. Then Lola Loca as they run out of the chute. It's Hard Spice who has the lead. Hard Spice by almost a length. Moving up between horses is Holy Kingdom. Up on the outside, Mrs. Bradstreet. Down at the inside is For the Thrill into 4th, and Spanish Girl and Lola Loca, and Awesomely Wild. And the bright orange is last of all, but getting closer. The opening quarter was reasonable, just 25 seconds flat. At 7-1, Hard Spice makes the fractions and leads by almost 2. For the Thrill is at the inside, a joint second with Holy Kingdom in between horses. Up on the outside goes Mrs. Bradstreet, and driving through at the rail. Good progress here for Awesomely Wild. She's making a sharp move just like she did the last time, and she's up into a joint second now. Trying to follow her is Spanish Girl, and Lola Loca is last. Meanwhile, Trejos tries to run away from him on Hard Spice, who rounds the turn on top now by 4. Awesomely Wild is second. For the Thrill is back to third, 5 ahead of Holy Kingdom. They reach the top of the stretch, and Hard Spice has something in reserve, it appears, as she still has a sizable lead after 3 quarters complete in 1:13 and 2. On their way home with Hard Spice under confident Joe Trejos handling with a 6-length lead. Up into second is Awesomely Wild, then Holy Kingdom, and For the Thrill. Now there's less than an eighth to go, but Hard Spice has already thrown the knockout punch. Hard Spice and jockey Joe Trejos to win it, and win it at 7-1 to start the early pick 4. Hard Spice, never threatened. Second, Awesomely Wild. Third, Holy Kingdom. Fourth is Spanish Girl, then For the Thrill in 139 flat.
Maryland, Florida Derby. After 3 quarters in 112-1, Known Agenda is now on to take over the lead. It's Known Agenda for St. Elias Stable. Florida Derby winner, Known Agenda.
Whether you're new to the world of horse racing or a seasoned professional, we have something for everyone here at the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame. From fine art to legendary artifacts, our mission is to preserve and promote the history of thoroughbred racing in America and honor the sport's most accomplished participants. Open year-round and located on Union Avenue, right across from Saratoga Racecourse, adding to the rich history surrounding the oldest racetrack in America. Visit racingmuseum.org.
And they're off. As usual, Hope and Him time the start perfectly and reaches out for the early advantage from the outside. Adios Asher rushing to catch up. Japard is between horses. Tap Gold tries to stay close. He's out the rail into 4th. Back to 5th, it's Gabagool. The trailer is Christensen. The leader is Hope and Him. To the far turn they go, Hope and Him. On top by a length from the outside, Japard is now 2nd. At the rail, that's Tap Gold, who moves into a tracking position in 3rd. On his back is Christensen. Adios Asher is posted 3 wide, and Gabagool is last. They run to the top of the stretch, 21-3 for the opening quarter. Tap Gold's not waiting. He's going on the attack right now after the leader, Hope and Him. Adios Asher is next. Christensen, he comes alive with an upset threat. They straighten for the drive. Hope and Him with challenges on either side. Down the center, Tap Gold toward the rail, Christensen. They come past the 8th pole. Here's Tap Gold taking over the lead. Hope and Him fighting hard, but he's back to 2nd. At the rail, that's Tap Christensen into 2nd. Now, Tap Gold is in front. Tap Gold wins by a length and a half. Christensen 2nd, Hope and Him 3rd in 56-3. And they're off. Frank's Mimi was away quickly from the outside. Moving out the rail, Crow Motion is on the go. Away 3rd, his first shot fired. Together with Intolerable, he's in early 4th. Back to 5th is Admiral Curl and No Plebeian. The early trailer, they chase the speed of Crow Motion. Jose Ferrer and Crow Motion have the rail and the lead, and they lead now by a length over Frank's Mimi, who's in the 2-path 2nd. At the rail, first shot fired is now 3rd while on a hold from Intolerable, who's allowed to run in a loose rein in 4th. 2 back to No Plebeian, and now the trailer is Admiral Curl. The opening quarter was 24-1, less than 6 furlongs to run in the race. Crow Motion leads by 3 parts of a length. Frank's Mimi on the outside 2nd from first shot fired, who's at the rail in 3rd. Intolerable tries to keep up with him. He's now 4th. 2 back to No Plebeian, who's in the red cap in the center of the racetrack 2nd last, and the trailer is Admiral Curl. The race to the half-mile point. The opening half-mile was 48-1. The leader is Crow Motion by about a neck. Frank's Mimi 2nd. First shot fired's not waiting. He's going 3 wide, and right now he's doing it. Back to 4th while 4 wide is Intolerable, then No Plebeian and Admiral Curl. Around the forward turn they go. Rios lets out a notch on Frank's Mimi, and he takes the lead, but he's got work to do as first shot fired is within a neck and closing good ground. These two now quicken up at the quarter-mile mark, working 4 ahead of Crow Motion. They're at the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:13-1. On the inside, it's Frank's Mimi who fights to hold it. On the outside, first shot fired. These two with 1/8 of a mile to go have kicked well clear. Frank's Mimi digging in gamely, trying to turn away. First shot fired. They come past the 16th pole. Frank's Mimi roused by Rios, and he's got it. Frank's Mimi to win by 2. 2nd, first shot fired, 5 ahead of No Plebeian. 3rd, Crow Motion is 4th. Then Intolerable, 142-3. And they're off. Good start from Between Horses for Racket, who heads off for the early lead, rushing to challenge his Golden Skull. Modern Lane into the top flight today. What's this about? Modern Lane marching toward the lead. From Between Horses, it's Racket, and up on the outside, Golden Skull. Way out in the center is Ford Attitude, Norfie's widest of all. Ducking over is Mangrove Mama as they race to the half-mile point. There can't be any pace on with Modern Lane near the lead. The opening quarter complete in 23 seconds flat. Modern Lane up the rail, Golden Skull in the two-path, Sonny Leone 3 wide on Ford Attitude from third. Racket was with the leaders at the start, he's back to fourth now. Outside fifth goes Norfie and the trailer Mangrove Mama. They run to the top of the stretch at the 5/16. Modern Lane, Golden Skull, and 3 wide Ford Attitude. They continue to spar. 2 back to Norfie, who's going to plot a wide course into the stretch. He's racing in fourth now through a 46 and 3 opening half mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Modern Lane, he has the kick and he has the lead. From Between Horses, it's Golden Skull. Down the center, it's Ford Attitude. Back to fourth, it's Norfie. They come past the 16th pole. Modern Lane is inside, and once he got that close, how could he possibly lose? Modern Lane and Jose Morelos in front. Second is Golden Skull. Third was Ford Attitude, and fourth was Norfie in 1:11 and 4.
Coast to Coast Pick 5. $1 minimum. Player-friendly 15% takeout. Coast to Coast Pick 5. Every weekend.
They're off and running. From the rail, it's Gossiper, who begins quickly, ridden for position Last Glory. Alongside her is Tell Me Some Lies, who drops back a touch. Now here's the gray Clearly Copper to land a 3-wide run. At the rail goes Bella Carmelina. Tell Me Some Lies settles in second last while angling over. Already angled over at the back of the field is Some of It. They chase Jockey Edgar Perez and Gossiper. They lead by a length over Last Glory in second. Clearly Copper, 3 wide in third from Bella Carmelina, who's a bit headstrong, fourth toward the rail. Followed fifth by the favorites, Tell Me Some Lies, or one of the favorites anyway, and now the trailer is Some of It. The quarter time was 25 seconds flat. They race down the backstretch. In the two-path, Last Glory pushing along Gossiper, who holds the lead. 3 wide and Clearly Copper. Fourth at the rail is Bella Carmelina. Back to fifth and Tell Me Some Lies, and Some of It is at her inside. They race to the half-mile point. The leader is Gossiper, with her ears up through a 50-second half-mile. On the outside, it's now Last Glory second, 3 wide Clearly Copper third. Bella Carmelina remains in fourth while down toward the rail. Second last, Tell Me Some Lies, and now the trailer is Some of It, although she's getting a dream run through at the rail. They round the far turn and put on some speed. The leader is Gossiper, Clearly Copper to the attack second. With an inside lane, Some of It saves ground and comes on next. Back to fourth, Tell Me Some Lies, then Bella Carmelina. They reach the top of the stretch through 3 quarters in 1:14 and 1. On the outside, Clearly Copper is now clearly in front. From the inside, Gossiper is second. Back to third, Some of It, then Tell Me Some Lies, and Bella Carmelina. Coming past the 8th pole, Edwin Gonzalez and Clearly Copper have it won now. It's Clearly Copper for Nolan and Ken Ramsey to win it by as much as they want. It'll be 5 in the end. Some of It is up for second. Gossiper ran third, then Bella Carmelina in 1:44 and 3. At the rail, Rocka Cruz comes out firing, and he'll try to get the early lead. Truth and Honesty will have something to say about that. He's an in-hand second. Out in the middle, James Gang races into third. Way out in the center, Warlord Cruzan is on the march. Up and by him went Midnight Chaos. Next at the rail is Fast and Steady, and the trailer is Jackson's Web. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Rocka Cruz clear by 2. Truth and Honesty trying to keep up in second from Midnight Chaos, who's on the outside third. DeSormo has the James Gang fourth at the inside, followed outside by 40 Flash. 2 back to Jackson's Web, then Fast and Steady and Warlord Cruzan. They're at the top of the stretch. They went 22 seconds to the opening quarter, and they're on their way home. The leader, Rocka Cruz, with an eighth of a mile to get. Down the center, Truth and Honesty tries to go get him. At the rail, that's James Gang now third. As they come past the 16th pole, Rocka Cruz shortening up. Truth and Honesty gaining on him. Here's Truth and Honesty on the outside. Photo finish. Truth and Honesty surging at Rocka Cruz in race 7 at 57 flat. They're off. Good start for the favorite 3-0, right on his outside, Zio Lorenzo, and these two race on. Magic Soul tries to hold down the rail. Racing into fourth is First Slew, outside Lieutenant Stan, and Frisson is between horses, almost 3 in line in the run to the half-mile point. Zio Lorenzo proves the superior speed and crosses over almost to the rail and leads by almost a length now. Magic Soul trying to guard that rail spot. 3-0 got shuffled back, but he's on the attack again while outside of the new leader. Outside of him and Lieutenant Stan. 2 back to Frisson, and First Slew is last. 22-2 for the opening quarter. 3-0 eased back off the inside and now angles again for Sonny Leone to take the advantage. From the inside, Zio Lorenzo tries to fend him off. 2 back to the outside, Lieutenant Stan, then Frisson. At the rail is Magic Soul. They turn for home. Inside, it's Zio Lorenzo who's up for a fight. Outside, 3-0 right alongside. 3 back to the Lieutenant Stan as they come past the 8th pole. It's 3-0 who's now gaining the upper hand. 3-0's 3-5, and he's a winner. 3-0, and Sonny Leone in front. Zio Lorenzo was second, Lieutenant Stan ran third, Frisson is fourth, then Magic Soul in 103 and 4. They're off. Favorite Great Venezuela was just away okay and has been beat to the lead here by 2 of them, including Avellino and Vindicate Cha-Cha. Great Venezuela is now third and racing by herself, about 2 in front of Party Shaker. Then Dr. Ray D, and out the back is My Happy Holiday. They race past the half-mile marker, and Vindicate Cha-Cha and Jaramillo have cleared off the lead by 2. Up into second, Great Venezuela from the inside. Avellino is now third. It's a big gap. Call it 6 lengths to Party Shaker, 3 in advance of Dr. Ray D, and the trailer is My Happy Holiday. 5/16 from home, Vindicate Cha-Cha has the lead. She has a heavy favorite hot on her heels in Great Venezuela, who's a length off the lead at the quarter-mile mark. 3 back to Avellino, trying to wind it up from the back is Dr. A.D. They straighten for the drive. Vindicate Cha-Cha, she still has the lead. 45-2 for a half mile. On the outside, Great Venezuela now gains the upper hand. Off-cover Avellino tries to get into second at the 16th pole. 1-9 the number. Great Venezuela, your 9th race winner. Great Venezuela by 3 in the end from Avellino second, Vindicate Cha-Cha third. Party Shaker to complete the super in 103-4.
And that's a wrap on the 9-race Thursday card. We'll be back with you to kick off the weekend on Friday. 10 of them for you. Hope to see you out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.